Good day, good love, and good light, illuminators and way showers. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, I'm Wendy, and this is Languages of Light. So if you're new to me and my services, please do take a moment to check out languagesoflights.com. The link is below in the description for session information, publications that we've created, events that are coming up, public and private. So please do check it out. And one of the things that I love to share on this channel is synchronicity. So if you are a friend of my channel here and have been watching me for a little while, you already know how much I love sharing synchronicities and have often been called throughout my journey kind of the queen of synchronicity. And not because it just happens to me more often than anybody else, but really just because I kind of pointed out to everybody to show them that they're little signposts and breadcrumbs and things that we leave for ourselves. And so as I was writing this morning in my own journal, so this is one of the publications, if you're new to the channel, Dave and I, my husband Dave and I created this an 1111 journal. And because so many of us see repeating numbers. And so we thought it would be really a kind of a interesting exploration for all of us to start recording those times and numbers that we see, and where were we, what were we thinking about, what was happening at the time. And so as I'm writing in my own journals, and I've got another one here too, our intention and manifestation journal, which I'll show you in just a moment as well. And but I wanted to share synchronicity with you in that for the last several days, and I want to say for a little while now, I've been seeing a lot of nines on the clock. And it's something that's not usually one of the numbers that I would typically see, but I've been seeing a lot, like 909, 919, so forth. And being the nines, it is the completion. Here we're in the full moon, but this idea of it being the highest number before we start, reducing the numbers again. And so, and I always think of it, and if you think of it in angelic numbers, or if you think it in dimensional plane numbers, it's a very high vibrational number. And when I think of it, I think of I want to say exaltation, because that's the first word that came to my mind. And the idea that like the highest of the high, the highest of the angels are sending me a message in that moment and asking me to think about, what am I thinking about right now? Is it serving me? Is it not serving me? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it revealing something to me? And when we reveal something to ourselves, we revel in that information. It's part of the word revel, reveal. So we get to revel in this information when we reveal something to ourselves, whatever it is, because if it may point something out that we're defining in a way that isn't serving us in our highest good. And when we say, what does that mean, serving us in our highest good? It means looking at things from a particular perspective that puts us in a frequency of joy rather than despair, that puts us in a frequency of even hope over lack, anything that gets us in the idea that we are in that moment recognizing something. And when we recognize something, we recognize, we cognitively process things differently. And as I'm seeing these numbers in that moment, I'm being reminded, just like the 1111, when we see the 1111. So I'm being reminded in that moment, what is it? And so I've been, what is it that the message is from my guides? And I was just talking with a family member about seeing 555 all the time, and 5555s, and especially yesterday being the 5th, and seeing 555 on the clock on 5. And me, I post stuff on a lot of different things too, like on Facebook and TikTok, and just, different little things that just synchronicities as they come up. And so one of the funny things about the nines is that I was just saying to Dave this morning, wow, I just keep seeing all these nines, like and and obviously the nines you're only going to see in the morning and in the evening, right? So when you're seeing the 909, 919, and then at nighttime. So it was kind of interesting also that that was what was when it was most prominent. So then I'm thinking, okay, if that's the case, and I'm noticing it mostly at the nines, which would be at that time in the morning, that time in the evening, what's happening in my life at those times. So we reveal things to each other, to ourselves, and to other aspects of ourselves as well, if that makes sense. So interestingly enough, I was not even really planning on making a video. It just happened that I was writing in these journals, and I get very activated by these journals as well myself, because they're literally light codes that I've drawn out of my personal journals that have activated me over the years in my own connections with my higher self, with my guides. That is one of the reasons I know that I draw them and create them for others, to help myself and others connect with their other aspects of themselves, other parts of ourselves that are existing in parallel realities, whether it be angelic or ET or other star systems, etherical, physical and non-physical, constantly interacting. And so these repeating numbers are also part of that process for us to realize that we're interacting. And when we say realize, make it real for us now. And so many people say, well, how do I connect more with this, or how do I connect more with that? It's not that you're not already connecting. It's that we as humans we're waking up to the fact that we are already connecting. It's not that, and yet by then realizing that, we then are able to connect more of it because we're more aware of it. And then we're sort of like, oh, now we're listening. Instead of one radio station or two, now we're listening to all kinds of cosmic music. And so it reveals information to us. So the nines, bless you, and happy Passover, day number 2. Thank you to all of you for your well wishes. And we'll be sharing another of the Solomon cards, and to celebrate that as well. So that'll be coming up. So, and we have been also posting those on TikTok. And sometimes what I'm posting there is different than what I'm posting in these videos. So sometimes there might be an additional message. Bless you. So see, blessings. So blessings to all of you. Bless you, bless you. And now my nose is itching. So that's my sign that my angels are near, and it happens all the time. And I know a lot of people say that too. So the angels of the highest realms are here today. And I'm also, of course, the nines, the entity that is 9, the expression of 9, the how do I want to say that? The energy of 9, the ninth dimension, if that's how we want to represent this today, connecting with our ninth dimensional. The word is escaping me today. Counterparts. Thank you. Counterparts. Thank you. Our ninth dimensional counterparts. And what does that mean? Well, I'm not really sure. Sometimes even I will get messages and they say, this is your ninth dimensional counterpart, or we are, coming to you from the ninth dimensional Pleiadian collective. And at the end of the day, it's still a part of me. It's because I'm in that moment and I'm in that frequency. I'm in that 9 frequency. So when we become more aware of these things, then it helps catapult us into that energy for us to be able to explore more and more and experience what more does that have to offer me. and how will I see some of those? Maybe I'll see more synchronicities relating to that in my life to make me pay more attention about being present, about being here in the now. And so one of the things I wanted to say was happy birthday to Aries. I was just looking at, it made me think of sun signs, and my connection to the sun, and us being able to talk to celestial beings like the sun. So I was thinking about the 9s, and I opened up my journal to write something in it, and several days ago, I don't even know when this was, I was writing that I was seeing nines. And so it was kind of funny because as I look, and then I also wrote that day that I saw 848. Well, today's date equals 8. So I had that in my mind too. So it was interesting that I saw them right next to each other. And I even wrote on the page so many nines. And how excited I was, and I wrote angel energy. So angels and 999, and I'm not always in the lines in my journals. I used to be very meticulous and neat and tidy in all my journals, and I'm not that way anymore. I just write it all over the place as I'm exploring my consciousness. And so, interestingly enough, I was also guided to my weekly intention journal, and because inside of here, and I'll show you guys real quick. So this is a weekly planner. It goes for 52 weeks, so you can start it and end it whenever you want. It's not dated, so you get to date it, and so it runs for 52 weeks. Each page has a different set of symbols. So I'll just kind of grab an empty page for you guys. And then, so this is the symbols for the week, and then whatever sign symbols and synchronicities may happen, and then what your weekly intentions are for the week, and things you'd like to manifest, and any additional notes. So I actually designed this for me to use in my own meditations, and so and was guided to share them with all of you. So as you can see, I very spontaneously write, and I in them, and I will often come back, of course, throughout the week to write more and more back on the days that things happened, and signs and synchronicities. So as you can see, I experience a lot of those things, and intentionally use these journals to keep myself in my own highest vibration of reminding myself that I am my own power, that I am my own creator, that by imagining, using my imagination, when we use our imagination, we are literally opening up the conduit to us and our higher selves, and our heart and our higher selves. Our imagination is the actual bridge in which we have conversations with our higher mind. Our higher self sends us images, and we get to process them through whatever current belief systems we have. And how does it excite us? Does it not? How do we feel about it? And if we feel something negative about it, why is that? Maybe it's something that really excites us, but we have a fear about doing something that we really, really, really want to do. And yet there's some belief that excitement, that we come up with reasons why we can't follow that excitement. And so if that kind of helps, I know I go here and there, but everything is connected. And this is one of the things that we're reminded of, is that all of these things are connected, because it's our consciousness helping us reveal these things to ourselves. And so what was interesting was I was getting the message to share a card with the Galactic Heritage. And actually I was actually going to do it on the Open Contact TV. We have a sister YouTube channel, Open Contact TV, and opencontacttv.com, simply kind of voting for Open Contact. And so I was thinking about doing a video for that channel. And I literally opened up the book to the cards. It's cards and a book. And I'll show you guys the back of the cards here. There's the back of the cards, so they're pretty galactic. And this is the Galactic Heritage cards, first and only of their kind, by Lisa Royal Holt. Illustrations by David Cow. And he is actually also a very famous artist, so he did the illustrations for these cards. So, and here's the book. And so I'm very, I've only recently started using this deck and the book, and so I'm very unfamiliar with it. But in my own wanting to learn more about my own galactic heritage, and learning more about parallel realities, and just the laws of creation, and how does my consciousness work, and how does all this, how do consciousness relate to colors and chakra, and all of that idea. And So and what did our star families um, go through in their ascension process? As many of us are beginning to understand, our star families, meaning our Pleiadians, the Lyrans, the ones that we currently sort of know about, the Syrians, the ones that are helping us right now go through our ascension process. What did they go through? The different stages, and this could span millennia. And many of the symbols and the sacred circuits I receive is information about that. It's information from star systems that helps me connect to that information, and also in turn sharing it helps all of you connect with your star families. So one of the things that excites me, and the birds concur. One of the things that excites me is connecting more with nature, connecting more with the birds, connecting more with that idea. And how does that help me connect with more and more of my own galactic um, parallel nature? And as often I've mentioned in my videos over the last 8 years, um, the literally the birds, the animals, they flock to me, to us when we're doing these videos, because we're in this high vibration. So they're hanging out, they are exchanging information with you and me and us during this whole transmission. So I appreciate you guys staying and watching this, and enjoying the energy and the reflection. And yesterday's card, one of the cards in yesterday's reading was reflection. And so I thought it even equally, when I picked up this deck Synchronistic that I wanted to share with you guys, it was so strong, was that when I picked up this deck, the very top card, almost lost it there. I swear, you just can't make this stuff up, you guys. Number 99, mirror reflection. And I'm wearing blue. The card is blue. Throat chakra energy. Sirius energy. I think of Sirius blue. I think of the Sirius blue, the blue star. Zeta Reticuli, future. 99. So it was like one thing after the other with the nines. And so I thought, well, I certainly must, take a moment to just stop what I'm doing and follow my instincts and just share it. And so what I wanted to do is actually look. I've got everything in my lap here. Sorry, guys. I wanted to take a look and actually see what does this 99, card mean to us. Mirror reflection. And just the idea that yesterday was a mirror reflection. And and last night, we had so much fun last night in our Wednesday night hangout. So I wanted to invite you guys to that too. It's something we want to do on Wednesday nights. Oracle Hangout. So more information about that is on the website in our events. So please do check that out. So we invite all of you. It's a private hangout, not on YouTube. And so it's a place where we can kind of really just, be ourselves, not worry about being broadcast, not worry about, you can be on camera, you can be off camera. It's just a place for you to just kind of really relax and really dive into the mirror reflections and know thyself more fully by the information that we're sharing, that we share. And just, so I just want to invite all of you to that. And really most of the fun of all of this is when you guys are sharing and commenting and sharing the videos with people that may be interested in this content, liking the videos, becoming members of the website, becoming subscribers to the website, not just to YouTube, but to our Languages of Lights community, and becoming a part of this is your galactic family. This is your family, your star family. We are your star and galactic family, and that is how we feel about it. So let's just see what the card says. One of the reasons for the fearful Zeta encounters humans had in the past was so we could look into the reflection they represent and see ourselves. They were a major force to help humans confront their species' fears. They show us ourselves. Well, know thyself is the reason we just decided to do the Wednesday thing, to help us know thyself. They show us ourselves, the full journey of human consciousness from fear to love and to ultimate reunification with the source. The source. This card asks you to begin looking at your fears as a reflection of what you need to see. Don't look away. As you look fear in the eye, you can begin to see transformation and that you have all the answers you need. Let fear transform into love as the Zetas did. And I wanted to say another synchronicity is Dave is working on a website for a client that has to do with eyes and the iris. And so that's another thing. If you guys are in need of a website designer, programmer, a little bit in between, all of it, a little of it, Dave's the guy, and does it very quickly and efficiently. And I wanted to thank him for taking the time that he does right now as he's sitting out here working, as he does all day on all of these things on my website and bringing my joy to all of you. So I wanted to thank him for that, and kind of let you guys know that that is the work that he does too. So if you need some help, and I wanted to thank all of you who have reached out to him for assistance and to hire him to help you guys. So thank you for that as well. And I'll make sure I put his links below also.
Thank you, Wendy. And everyone else.
So,
and I love working on computers.
That's what he just loves to do. Love it. So, anyway, I was like, where was I going to go from there? But, so I wanted to, so yeah, check out the website. And, I just wanted to very quickly, I know we're getting a little long on the read, so I wanted to really quickly just take out a card. I was feeling the fire energy, so I've got the dragon with the fire on here for Aries, fire energy. I just kind of, it was just a synchronicity. Somebody said, Aries, grab the fire card. So here we are. Happy birthday to a fellow fire sign. I'm a sun Sagittarian, so I got the fire going in me too. So let's just see what the dragon oracle has. And here's the back of the card for all of you. And I just love the spiral too. I'm all about spirals. I feel like there was something I was going to say to you guys. It'll come back if I need to. Sunshine yellow dragon. So we're talking about sun signs, and so here's the sun sign. Sun yellow dragon helps you help animals. So we were just talking about our puppy Abby, and the birds, and being out here in nature helps you help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. And there's our birds in the tree, and that's it. If I can flip the camera around, this is almost what it looks like right in front of me with the birds in the trees. And so maybe this is a message for some of you. So we've got the yellow energy. So this is our solar plexus, our sun energy. Are some of you maybe contemplating working with animals, and maybe this is your yay to say go. Maybe it's just the message that you need to get an animal. Oh, Daniel, I just thought of you. Maybe this is your yay. Okay. So I just really felt that in my heart, in my solar plexus. I did that. So if any of you are wanting to work, oh, that reminds me, Dave and I was actually guided, and Dave reminded me the other day to do. I was guided to do some hangouts to bring our animals. Just bring our puppies, our kitties, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to have fur either, and just hang out, speak light languages. Breathe, be with our animals, connect more deeply with our animals. Maybe you're being invited to connect more deeply with the animals outside. Maybe you're being invited to be more in nature. Maybe you need to go look, or maybe you need to look more around you and notice the nature that's already around you. We had this cute little lizard crawling around yesterday, and I get joyful when I see these things, just joyful. And how many of you share animal videos all over the world? And in this, we've got a little deer here, and the dragon. So what a beautiful strength and softness. I absolutely love the energy of this card. And then the bird sitting on the wings of the dragon. And there's, oh boy, and there's, I actually can't even see all the details. Sometimes it's actually easier to hold it up to the camera. I can see it better. I think there's a little squirrel there. And sometimes there's actually symbols too on the rocks. Um, and this one has a spiral. Oh my God, see you guys? There's a spiral on the rock. So, without further ado, I think I will, oh, well, Golden Solar Dragon. Okay, this was just laying there, you guys. Golden Solar Dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Light codes, you guys. Light codes. Synchronicities, light codes, some more light codes. So these light codes are years and years of light codes that have been downloaded to me to download to all of you guys. I just can't believe it. Golden Solar Dragon and Sunshine Yellow Dragon. That's pretty awesome. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. And another spiral. More yellow, golden energy. The colors of fire. Just like the colors of fire. Just like the cover. And the fire. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. What an amazing reading. Thank you for being with me today and sharing my synchronicities. And I am always excited to hear about yours and always excited to invite all of you for our open hangouts where we just share all of your synchronicities with us as we all explore more of all that we are. So thank you once again. Okay, take this Aries fire energy, you guys, and breathe new life into something. Breathe fire into something magnificent, something new. La gota vesha, numberoshoni, okay? La sonesha valionto. Kazonto vesa parevisha ki ite. Vason no to vikando yakia. La sapariesha no kuko tuve. Sono tuve sono te elisha yaka anasala. Thank you all. I love you. I love you. Makialati. Mahalo. Namaste. Thank you for all of your love and support.